This is a Beldray Airgility 22.2 volt cordless vacuum cleaner. It briefly, for a couple of days, was going to be a repair project. Then, when the bloke brought it round to give it to me to repair, he said, "You can just keep it." The wife went to B&M and just bought another one for £50. And bless it, that is why these things are quite unloved and are just going to get thrown away. Because, yeah, I could never repair it and charge somebody for it for less than £50. It just wouldn't be worth it. But now we have it, we can justify it by waving it in front of the camera and seeing just how bad and just how broken this machine is. Let's have a look. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and Beldray Airgility chums. How are you today? Yes, we've had one of these before, and yes, a lot of you did ask me how I got this off. I can't remember, so maybe today we'll take it apart and see, because I think it does unscrew from underneath. You can't just pick it off. There's a lot of you who did want to take these apart, so who knows, maybe I'll do this in a few parts and we'll do a video of just stripping it down. We have the world's best dusting brush. That's like my beard after I've been not touching it for a couple of months, including this gag. And then, yeah, that goes into the world's worst crevice tool. So that's horrible. We have a charger. It is upside down. There we go. For indoor use only, 26 volts. Wow. Ooh, I think it's a 26 volt charger I might need for my Miele cordless as well, assuming that the barrel jack fits. Then we have this, and the biggest, mainest issue with this machine is that brush roll just doesn't do anything at all. Yeah, the brush roll is dead on this machine. Physically rotates, mentally does not. The rest of it seems to work okay. I mean, it has some suction when we get to the filter. Yeah. Oh gosh, look at that, the filter. I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, it's not the worst we've ever seen, is it? It is just this head. Oh, and now I'm going to struggle to get. Why am I going to struggle to get this back on? What? Why would you just go? Look, it's now not going over that, and I can't remember the knack. There shouldn't be a knack. It should just go on. Oh dear. Well, it's a bit academic really, because we don't need that to work to test the head. And if you remember, we do have the one from before. I didn't get the machine out. I got this bit out, mainly from when I thought we were going to be restoring it or fixing it. I might go find the body, although I don't think I've got a battery for the body, so that's probably a little bit academic. But this one, look, the head does spin. However, on this head, where is it? It's here, look. The wires are doing some funny things, and this head, I don't know really, it's almost better on the top, but worse at the bottom than this one, which is worse bodily and has this really strange thing going on there, and has this. So yeah, I don't quite know what its problem is, and I'm not entirely sure that bit was supposed to come off, but it has come off. Never mind. Yeah, it is. I don't know really. I kind of do want to take this one apart and see if we can get it working, because I think it's going to be a mildly better bet than all of this stuff. And again, this stuff's been in the shed and it's all a little bit yucky. And then maybe we can get it working without any parts from this, or if it's the wire, we're just going to have to make one good head. Let's find out. With all of the underneath screws being removed and the centre front screw being the only one that is different, I'm hoping. Oh yes, look, we can just peel it up, which will pull out this here, and take a look. And yeah, this is all it is. When people say, "Oh, I think the belt's gone," it's never the belt. And I looked at this, I don't actually think it's even the motor, because that looks okay. I'm wondering if we're about to find a physical break, but I just don't know. It's so confusing. I don't even know where to begin. Wow, we found our answer. Yeah, it has split it both. I mean, blimey, I wonder how far up this came. You just pull this off of here. Come on, there we go. Yeah, there's the top. So it has snapped on the pivot. So just where this head pivots here is where these wires have snapped. That means that there's only one thing that one can do in this situation. That's to chop it back way past any of this. And we're going to feed in some new wire and see if we cannot get this head very quickly fixed up. Well, I've extended my wires and I've had to pull this white clip out. This white clip sits and clips into there. And with that removed, I can actually take this off. And this is the joint. Look at this horrible plasticky joint. All that happens is the wires do sit like that and they do come out like this, and they just roll around that gap there, and that's how they snap. I've now got to try and position all these so the joint is buried nicely up here, out of the way, so it's all new wire. And I think it might be okay. There's quite a lot of schmutz under here. Whether it's really worth doing anything about that or not, I don't think it is. It's wrapped around there quite a lot. I might give it a go. So that's essentially what I'm going to do. And I'm going to come back with this head completely clipped back together, plug in our little LED, and then we'll see if she spins. And a short time later, it's back. This bit of bumper's weird. It actually slides up and down in this channel, and it's obviously been pushed, so it doesn't sit like that, just quite like it should. But there we go. I also remembered, no, this surely does come up, and it does. You've just got to poke at it, and blimey, look at all of this fluff. Then you can reach the two screws there, which enable you to get further. So we shall pop that back in there like so for now, because we're not going there today. Today's job is to see if this thing works and see if we fix its brush off. Do that back on later. Wow, it's so mediocre. So it runs. Oh. It's crying out, you haven't done it. Why is it doing that? It's got its filter fitted and it's still blowing out no end of garbage. That's a bit concerning, isn't it? Maybe this is a bit critical. There we go. We'll clip it back on properly and pretend that never happened. Yeah, it's there. It runs. It does things. It's not quite as nice as the Beldray roller cordless with, you know, the hacked head. And what I did also notice is that the one that this came with, look, has a different... No, wait, this might even be the other way around. The one that it came with, looking at its head, has a different font, because it's over here, to the other one. So maybe one is an older style than the other. I don't know. I'm probably just going to throw all of the old one away for now, because yeah, this works perfectly fine. Now that it's little fatal design flaw, and again, that's still a bit iffy, that's not going to last forever at all. Now that that's fixed, it works, and it's a cordless vacuum cleaner. I don't quite know what else we need to get out of it. Should I try and abuse myself by using it for a whole month? I don't know. If we're going to go to that effort, we will need to do a video giving the actual machine a thorough clean out to make it as good as it could possibly be. Let me know in the comments down below. And have you ever had one of these disgusting things? Why is that not going on there? From the likes of B&M or the range. Go on there like that. Do let me know down below. What did you think? Was it good to you? They're alright, I guess. For £50, it's going to pick bits up. It'll be a lot better on hard floor than it will be on carpet. And I have a lot of hard floor, so I can get used to that, and I can give the battery some good exercise and see just how good that really is. So I think we will see this again, and I thank you very much for watching. Hope that you have enjoyed, and I and this brilliant Beldray will see you soon. Bye bye.